Welcome to the Josh and Ethan Show, everybody.
There's something new
And it's not Fallout 4. That's not what we're talking about today.
because we alienated a lot of people last time by talking about
Yeah, because not all of you will get excited about video games quite in the same way we do. However, to start the show off today, we're going to talk about something that I hope everyone is excited about, which is the new...
We should probably first mention that.
Oh, yeah. We have video now for
So if you're listening to this on SoundCloud, you're missing out on our...
beautiful faces.
I was going to say something else.
It's not that kind of show, Ethan.
I know. Whatever. I was going to say ugly mugs, but you're more optimistic than I am.
Pretty faces.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, if you're watching on SoundCloud...
Listening on
SoundCloud.
Now you can watch us actually
on YouTube.
Instead
Woo!
of a screen that says Josh and Ethan podcast number.
Yeah. This is an experiment. We don't know if this is going to work out.
Yeah.
We don't know if this is our set that we're going to keep for the rest of time.
Well, previously, though, this is where all our audio was done, so...
Yeah, so now you're getting an inside look at the mess that is my music room.
This is what you've been looking at.
Yeah.
Also, current video is being shot on a GoPro Hero 3 Plus Silver, so GoPro, be a hero. We don't know if we're going to stick with this camera. We have other camera options.
But that was a great sponsor.
Yeah.
That was if we were sponsored by them, they'd be giving us all the cash.
Yeah,
for
like
that.
all $5 for
totally.
the 15 people that listen to this. Okay, but anyways, speaking of filming, the first thing I think we're going to talk about today are our final predictions for Jurassic World.
Yeah, we're about to go see it in like 4 hours.
Yeah.
So
at 8 o'clock for the...
oh, and tune in. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but tune in Sunday for our full Jurassic World podcast. We're just going to be talking solely about that, and we're going to have our opinions and,
our first guest star for the podcast.
Exactly. Todd Perkins, friend of ours who is a movie buff. And when I mean movie buff, I mean like genuine, diehard, bleeds, cinema type of guy.
You can name pretty much any movie, and he's probably seen it.
Yeah.
Like anything. I don't care.
Like an obscure thing from 1938 that was shot in Italy, on a potato. I don't know.
The Italian potato movie
that
of
joke went
1953.
really quickly.
Well. It's too much pressure because now we know that people can see us.
We know we're watching us, and we're like, oh my god.
But
you
anyways,
can see me.
Final predictions for Jurassic World.
Okay, I saw I don't want to say new trailer. I guess it was, on the TV, on the television today, and honestly, some parts got me really excited, but when Chris Pratt said to the lady, "You need my raptors," I was like, do we?
Milking it! Oh god!
Do we need your raptors that are trained like dogs? Because I don't know, you're the paleontologist in this room right now. So, would raptors have the mental capacity to even?
Scientists are debating that. However, the fact that the older I've gotten, the less I. I mean, I still love Jurassic Park. Like that whole series is my bloodline. But fun fact, kids, the velociraptors in Jurassic Park aren't actually what a velociraptor would look like. Velociraptors were much smaller, and it's almost guaranteed they had feathers. I think it's a dromaeosaur is what the Jurassic Park version of a velociraptor is modeled after. So I don't know why they ended up picking velociraptor as the name. I would have to do a little bit of.
So are the raptors? Are they still considered of the raptor, like family type of thing?
Kind of, you could say that. I mean, they're bipeds, which is bipedal.
Would they have had feathers? You think?
Dromaeosaurs?
Yeah,
it's possible. But
I just realized I didn't set the timer. Oh. So continue talking while I pull out my phone very rudely.
Yeah. Also, he's sponsored by Apple. I'm sponsored by Android.
Screw you, I'm sponsored by Apple.
Yeah.
I have an iPhone because I have 10 years worth of iTunes
music
stuff.
off of iTunes. We also hate you. Or I hate you, Apple. He may not, but I do. If you see this, I hate you. But oh well. Okay, anyway, so final prediction for Jurassic World. This is kind of what I see happening because I already basically know the plot.
Mm-hmm.
Making my predictions would be, okay, you see the two kids on the island. However, it's weird because in the first movie, the reason the two kids were on the island is because their mom was getting a divorce. But now, I don't think it's the same trend. I think it's a happy family or a single mom. Not that it's relevant, but it's just an underlying
That's
thing.
totally relevant, yeah. We need to know that those children come from a happy family and a good household.
Before they get destroyed and absolutely
just eaten by T-Rexes.
Okay, the kids
whatever
will not
the hybrid
get eaten.
is.
The kids won't. I
No.
can't say he won't get hurt,
Yeah.
but he won't get eaten, and he won't get scarred in any like sort of grotesque way because
I don't know. It's been
kids.
how many years since the first Jurassic Park?
93.
A lot of things have changed. A lot of people in movies just die today because we live in a dark, dark time, Joshua.
Dark, cold world.
I was thinking about this the other day, and I'll let you get back to Jurassic Park. But you look at movies that were made, I don't know, 20 years ago. Of course, 20 years ago was 1995. Maybe a little further than that, 25 years ago.
Yeah.
And the future is all, flying cars and, utopia type stuff.
And now it's bleak.
And now it's all dystopia.
Yeah.
Like anything that is tackling subjects about the future, it's always like, oh, we're running out of food, or there's an asteroid,
Fallout.
or we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
Fallout. Anyways, back to
Nuclear war.
back to you.
Okay. Anyways, so everyone in the world knows that the kids aren't gonna die, so we can go ahead and write that off. Is Chris Pratt going to die? No,
Nah,
I don't see
he's
it.
too much of a hunk for that.
Yeah. Will the woman who's been
I love you,
featured
Chris Pratt.
die? Maybe. I don't know.
Considering she's like the evil scientist, I don't want to say evil, but like the.
Well, the thing is, she's not even the scientist. She's just like the boss. She's not
Is
even.
she? I don't
know.
I don't know enough about the movie.
Dr. Wu is back from the first movie, who he is playing the scientist.
Oh,
I know
cool.
that's not the actor's name, but I
Cool,
don't
cool.
remember. He's still keeping the same character name. But I think it's going to be incredibly corny. I think there's going to be way too much CGI, and the CGI is going to be, I think we've discussed that before. It's almost too good, so it looks weird compared to a normal person.
Yeah.
But whatever. So he has a dog.
I don't know if you guys can hear that, but there's a dog barking in the
there's
background.
a dog barking in the background.
Anyways.
So the lady might die. The CGI is going to be so good that it's bad, which is weird.
I don't know if it's going to be bad. I just genuinely like the feel of the practical dinosaurs in the first movie. Like when they go up to the Triceratops and it's lying on the...
Well, it's puppets. It's
exactly.
real.
And it looks like even the guys in the raptor suits, it's guys in raptor suits. And
Yeah, it's organic instead of...
Yeah.
But whatever. I think they're going to leave the ending open to where you're probably going to see a sequel.
Oh, yeah.
Jurassic World 2.
Are you kidding me?
Or
We live in the world of sequels.
Yeah.
And reboots and prequels and offshoots. I don't know.
Yeah. I just hope that the sequels to this movie end up... Because I liked 2 and 3, but they weren't
I
they're
liked
nowhere
2.
near as good as the first one.
I did not like 3.
You didn't like the Spinosaurus? That was...
Nah, not as much.
My dad wasn't happy when Spinosaurus killed the T-Rex, because my dad likes T-Rex a lot.
Oh.
Because he was like the badass for the first 2 movies.
You're saying that like he's an actual character
Yeah.
in the...
Well, technically
and then-
she.
She? Oh, yeah, because...
She. Except in the second one, because that was a dude and a chick. Assuming that those were the parents of the baby T-Rex. I'm not saying you have to have a mom and a dad.
And not just a lesbian dinosaur couple.
It could be
They could have adopted that baby, Josh. I don't want to spend the
We're gonna
entire...
save that one for our political... Okay, yeah,
I don't
gonna...
I don't want to spend the entire time talking about Jurassic Park because...
Well, you haven't made any predictions. Just 2 minutes, sum it up. What are your predictions?
I think it'll be fine.
It'll be fine, but it won't be...
I don't think it's going to be the best movie I've seen all year. I don't think it's going to be the worst. I think it's going to be perfectly average, honestly. And that I could be proven completely wrong. I would like to be proven wrong, honestly.
How many minutes in do you think before bad shit starts to happen?
20? I don't know.
I'll give it half an hour.
Half an hour?
Half an hour before anyone dies.
Okay. I'll give it 20 minutes before we start getting, like, ominous music.
Yeah.
You know?
But 30 minutes until the first person's
How
dead.
long is the movie? Like 2 hours? Something like that?
I think so. I think it's like an hour and 45.
Okay.
Something like
Well,
that.
whatever. Anyways.
So moving on to our next topic.
The topic you chose.
Yeah, recently I read an article about Pornhub considering sending 2 porn stars into space to shoot the first ever porn in space film.
Oh my god. And it worries me, but it's also, I don't know, maybe a little admirable that a company like that could have the funds to do that.
Because think about all those ads for, double-sized penis enlargement that just
Oh, Jesus.
that money paid for that rocket. I don't
Because how much does it cost to go to space? Like on a Virgin Galactic, I think it's still like, $500,000.
Yeah, poop ton.
I was gonna say something
Spacing.
related to the
Poop space.
Anyways, but yeah, it that's just
Absurd.
they could be using that money for other things, in my
Cancer?
opinion.
Cancer
Cancer research. Cancer research sponsored by Pornhub.
Or even you could do it related, like testicular cancer research.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be like related to their thing or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know, Josh.
Like cigarette companies sponsoring lung cancer. I mean, it makes sense.
That doesn't make sense because
Well, that way you can still keep smoking cigarettes. If you get cancer and die, you have to stop. But if
I don't think the cigarette companies are really worried about us
Marlboro,
as individuals.
you don't think Marlboro's?
No, I don't think.
Winston is not
No.
really concerned.
No.
No.
Honestly, I hold the porn companies in higher regard than the cigarette companies.
Well, I would hope so. What's the worst a porn company ever made a relationship awkward, led to maybe a couple divorces.
That's all. That's nah.
Yeah. I mean, whatever.
Like no cancer. No,
Yeah.
that's not in there.
I don't think anyone's ever gotten cancer from watching porn.
No.
No.
Maybe eye strain.
Yeah.
Like
your eyes get tired.
Bloodshot.
Whatever. There are worse things that can make your eyes bloodshot, like Coke. Not that
Does meth make your?
I don't know. Probably meth.
Yeah.
Don't do meth.
Speaking of which, though, in the very first episode, we ended on the note that we were going to start a meth business together, Josh.
This is true.
And we haven't talked about it since.
I know. Well, that's because they can use this evidence to arrest us.
Oh,
yeah. You shady people.
We see you.
Yeah. But if you're interested,
but if
hit
you're on
me up
SoundCloud, you can't see us.
Leave a comment if you're looking for some of the blue stuff. Just like in Neighbors when it's blue Gatorade frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally. You know what drug kind of fell out of favor that I think is like it's not one of the drugs you hear about all the time, but
What?
like it won morphine.
Morphine?
Yeah.
Well, that's used in hospitals.
Well, yeah, but like people also have morphine addictions.
Yeah.
And then like
no, Josh, opium. That's where it's at.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, is it?
If
That's
I want
classic.
if I want to feel, like
a caterpillar.
if I want to feel like a caterpillar in a fantasy world, then yes, I will smoke some opium.
I don't even know.
Or if I want to feel like or if I want to take the stress off of me from the impending industrial revolution, that's when you need to
just chill out in an
chill out.
opium den in
Yeah.
China and enjoy it.
I
Is
cut
there
you off, I'm
anywhere
sorry.
you can actually buy opium? Like
I think it's still popular in
I've
like
been around
Eastern Asian or kind of what's Southeastern Asia. I read somewhere that it's still popular there.
I've
not sure.
been around.
You've been around.
Not okay. Even in existence, I only say this because your social life isn't as expansive as mine. And come on, Ethan, you know that. Whatever.
I'm making a sad face for the people who can't.
For the people who can see it. But I've had marijuana, obviously, offered to me. Cocaine.
You've had coke offered to
Oh,
you?
yeah. No. The world is weird. Ecstasy, shrooms, cough syrup, obviously. That's not, but that's starting to become kind of tricky. Meth, I've been told where to find it. I mean, just pretty much. Oh, and spice. When there was that whole thing, I was offered spice.
When I think about spice, I think about Star Wars.
Yeah.
Because there was a big spice trade in the Clone Wars.
I don't think it's the same kind of.
I don't think it is either.
Whoa! I'm tripping balls. I can use the Force, man.
I'm moving shit with my mind, bro. Lightning fingers.
So Jedi Master Obi-Wan, this guy thinks he's Force sensitive. Nah, he just smoked a bunch of spice.
Yeah.
He's fried. But I mean, it's
Send him
just
to the reject.
it's weird how some things have fallen out of favor because people are like, oh, that's bad, and like it's not worth the trade-off.
Common sense.
Yeah,
is
they're
finally.
like, huh. I wonder when that's gonna happen with meth. Like, are our grandkids gonna look back and say, wow, those meth heads?
I don't think meth heads care.
You don't think? So?
I think you get to a point where you're just like, screw it. Like,
well, that's like there's some philosopher that was like, if we made all illegal drugs legal for like 2 years, all the people that would use them in excess would die, and then
that's
we
not
could
just a
make them
philosophy.
illegal
That's
again.
like a libertarian kind of mindset.
I
You
mean, that would be
legalize all
crazy
drugs
2
and then-
years.
Be insane.
Yeah.
I'd stay inside. It'd be like the Purge, except with a bunch of high people running around.
There would be so many arrests for like public nudity and stuff. It'd be insane.
Oh, the guy who what is it called? Bath salts.
Bath salts who bit off the guy's face.
The guy in
Yeah.
Florida who like basically turned into a zombie.
I think that was just a normal Florida person, if we're being honest. I don't think he was on anything. I mean, that's basic Florida. No offense, Florida. I love Florida.
Total offense to
Universal
Florida.
Studios and Disney World.
Florida, with the exception of Orlando,
And
maybe Miami.
well, maybe. Then you're
Like-
talking about like Scarface.
Yeah. I know Jacksonville's nice.
Yeah, I like Jacksonville.
But
I've heard good things about any non-big
I love how we start.
city
I
in
love how we
Florida.
started out like screw Florida. Actually, there's quite a lot of good cities and
Other than
things
the
to do in
cities-
Florida.
Other than the cities mentioned, and I'm sure a couple other what was the place we stayed at before we went on one of the cruises? Port
I don't know.
Canaveral's nice, NASA and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But
Let's stop talking shit about Florida because
Clearwater.
honestly,
isn't that
I'm
fun?
realizing that there's a lot of stuff I like to do in Florida now.
A lot of other things in Florida suck.
But
though.
your people.
And your alligators, and now you have pythons.
I told you about the story in Florida where they're having an epidemic, if you will, with tortoises, and people are finding tortoises on the sides of roads and thinking they're being good Samaritans and picking them up and throwing them into lakes and rivers and stuff. But tortoises can't swim, so they're just killing off these tortoises by the dozens.
Just 'cause
And
they're
the government is actually
advising
started
people
to
not to.
yeah, they're
don't
passing
pick up
laws.
stuff.
Like, just don't pick up random animals and throw them in places that you
Yeah.
think would be nice for them to live in. Like,
Come on, go for tortoise, go! Splash.
you brought a turtle over to my house one time.
Yes, but he was in fact he jumped in the water.
Yeah, he was
We saw
like,
that.
oh, yay.
Yeah, we left him next to the dock, and then he just kind of bloop.
He plopped in.
Yeah.
Turtles are not graceful. They just...
No.
No.
Well, I mean, it's hard to be graceful when you have a super hard shell and you're not uber flexible.
Did you see the turtle who had... I think he'd been... it was a sea turtle. And he'd been attacked by some other sea creature. I don't know. Maybe a shark. I don't know. And they found him on the beach. And he was missing, like, half of his face and part of his shell. But he was still, like, breathing. He was still alive. So they 3D printed him a new beak, right? Because, some turtles have the beaks. A new beak and a part of his shell. I mean, he still has a scar on his face, but he's eating.
That's awesome.
He's living life, man.
Dude, science.
Science.
Is where it's at.
Science.
All of you who are like, hating and voting against science funding, you should stop. I personally being a science major in college, shout out college. Always go to college unless you have some genius business idea or you can code.
Like
in this
us?
case. Yeah.
This is our genius business idea. We're gonna make money.
I need more people watching this so we can get sponsored and drop out of college and not worry about anything for the rest of our lives.
We just gave thumbs up for the people not
Yeah.
watching.
For the people not
At
watching.
this point, you should be watching.
Yeah. If you haven't already gone over to YouTube at this point, you should.
Check it out. Josh and Ethan.
Yeah.
YouTube.
I don't know. I like.
I don't know what our
SoundCloud.
actual URL is.
Yeah,
so-
I don't know what our URL is either.
But whatever.
Hopefully, if we get more and more popular, we'll probably build a website at some point.
Yeah, I can do a little Java.
Yeah, a little bit Java.
A little bit of Java.
I know how to use GoDaddy. I know how to do the click and drag. I mean, I love computers.
I saw the greatest GoDaddy commercial the other day.
What?
It was a woman, and she's talking about now GoDaddy has made it so that I can spread my business all throughout the web. So now I can go to all the people who told me I would never accomplish anything and say, stick it. And like she goes to like random people, like her grandma, nanny, hey, stick it. She goes to her ex-boyfriend, hey Bill, how you doing? Stick it. And it's just
I got a business. Shout out to all you entrepreneurs, though. Really, I really appreciate your spirit. I'm in the midst of trying to get a business up
Capitalism,
and
baby.
running. Yeah.
Trying to get
Capitalism's where it's at.
I don't want to get too serious here, but your obsession with money and making money sometimes scares me a bit
Does it?
because I'm just like, live your life, man.
Well, money is the great motivator for everything.
Okay.
I love going to theme parks. But you know what the one thing is you have to go to a theme park?
A car.
Money.
Gas.
Money.
You could sneak in.
Well, okay. How are you going to get down there to sneak in?
I could walk.
If you walk all the way down to Orlando, I'll buy your Disney ticket. And whatever.
Is that a
Yes.
promise?
Yes. If you walk all the way down to Orlando,
I'm leaving tomorrow.
this
then.
is on the internet. If you walk all the way down to Disney World from where our current location is, I don't. Are we saying where we live?
No.
You
We live in Savannah, but I'm not going to tell you my address.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Some
yeah.
creepers might come in.
Well, because you already said your high school I think that was our first episode, so I didn't know.
Yeah.
Although at this point, I'm pretty sure most of you watching
Whoop, whoop.
know us like personally.
Savannah, Georgia.
Yeah.
That's where it's
Whoop,
at.
whoop. Come visit us.
The
At
exception
some
of
point.
the extremely high crime rate. But
Yeah.
just ignore that.
Hey.
Yeah, this is-
As long as you don't carry more than $50 on you, I won't rob you. I mean, people won't rob you.
us being people.
And watch out for those horses downtown.
Oh yeah, they'll trample you. They don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah, no.
Horses don't.
Yeah.
I remember I told you how stupid horses are.
Yeah, stupid. See, that's a shout out. We've made 2 shout outs to previous episodes.
Woo! High five.
Space poop. And yeah, high five for people on SoundCloud. I'm sorry.
That woo might have been really loud.
Yeah.
I've got to check our levels after this.
Yeah.
Anyways, I forgot what we were talking about.
Yeah, I don't remember either. But anyways, Savannah, Georgia, great place. You should come visit. Oh, we were talking about Florida, and then if you walk to Disney World,
Yeah.
I'll pay for your ticket. It's
Yeah.
on the internet now, so people can hold me to
We
it.
can always watch back and see what we
Yeah.
said and
Yeah.
realize how stupid we are.
Yeah, it's okay.
I wouldn't voluntarily walk to Florida, but if you paid me, yeah, I totally.
Well, I'm not
would.
paying you to walk. I'm gonna buy your Disney ticket or Universal ticket. But we have annual passes to Universal, so maybe if we take off, we can get invited to that really cool game or YouTuber conference that was in Orlando this past year that we missed out on.
We'd be
for
so
like a week.
awkward there.
No,
We'd stand in the corner just like,
Hey.
hey everybody.
But hey, at least we
We're
could say
Josh
we
and
were
Ethan.
there.
I'm Ethan. I'm sorry. God, I can't.
Oh God, no!
Oh man, this is so hard.
He took my name.
I'm trying to resituate myself here.
Comfortable seating position.
Again, for those of you not watching, I'm currently. All right, there we go.
He looks like a bird.
I look like a bird. I'm perched on my chair like an owl.
Yeah.
Woo. All right.
Owls. Weird birds.
I love owls.
They're the hawks
Owls
of the
are the
nighttime.
greatest thing. Have you seen the owl gifs online?
No.
They are amazing. They are absolutely amazing.
I like the drunk owl saying, hey.
Uh,
I'm personally responsible for half the views that video's gotten on the internet. Just 'cause it's so funny. And it's only like 8 minutes. 8 seconds long.
Owls are the greatest birds, man. They really are.
I don't know. What about pigeons?
Screw pigeons. You kidding me? Pigeons are idiots.
They're awesome, though.
Nah.
They were jumping off the skyscrapers. And
And that makes them
Yeah.
awesome?
yes, that makes them badasses.
Most likely they forgot that they could fly.
And just hit the
and just-
ground. Could you imagine if one of them died up there and just like straight up fell all the way?
And all the people are watching like,
Yeah.
oh, he's going to fly eventually, yeah.
Nope.
Wait for it. And splat. At that height, I don't know, pigeons are, actually, they have pretty hollow bones. They're probably not
Yeah.
that heavy. But at that height, if it fell on somebody's head, it can knock them out.
Yeah,
I
it would
bet you.
probably hurt him.
Of course, that myth of the penny dropping.
Yeah,
from
that's
the, I think
bullshit
that's, yeah.
for everyone.
Sorry to
Mythbusters-
ruin your dream.
Yeah, Mythbusters did that, and it's shout out to Mythbusters. I spent so much of my younger years.
Oh my God, yes.
It's such a great show.
But they got rid of Tori Grant
Yeah.
and Carrie,
So now it's just Jamie and
which is fine with me. That's how it started.
yeah.
Also, have you checked out their YouTube channel, Tested?
I have not.
It's amazing.
Isn't
I love
that-
it.
Did
It's-
both of them do it? I thought it was just Adam.
Adam does it more so,
Mm-hmm.
but
I love
Jamie
Jamie's
is
mustache.
he is on it
Okay.
sometimes. But it's a great show. I learned how to make silicone molds, to make props and stuff. They have a lot of hands-on how do they do things. It's not like Mythbusters where they test myths. Obviously, it's a lot more.
Like a how-to,
Yeah, exactly.
just a DIY.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, on a separate note, I was out on Tybee Island this past week
For those of you who don't know, Tybee Island is an island
near Savannah, Georgia.
near Savannah, Georgia. So right off the coast, and you can drive there, and that's where our beach is.
Yeah, it's a really nice little area, but the water
too
is
laid back for
super
me.
muddy. It's too laid back.
It's
for
way
you?
too laid back for me. I went to Tybee once for a show
Mhm.
thing, and we were at this restaurant, and I think I told you about this. And we were waiting for like 3 hours
Oh yeah.
because they just kept forgetting to call our name. There were people who walked in like 5 minutes, and then got seated in about 5 minutes. And we're like, "Hey, we're over here. Can we just?"
Oh yeah, we'll get you next.
Oh no, man, don't worry about it.
But anyways,
You can get some stuff at the bar. I don't want to get at the bar. I want to sit at a table.
I've always
God damn it.
I've always had a good time at Tybee. However, this past weekend, I was parked, and another vehicle hit my vehicle.
Really? Were you
Yeah.
there when it
no,
happened?
I wasn't.
So they
they no note or anything. I hate you people who do that.
Every time I've ever hit somebody, I say
know.
around. I leave notes.
Yeah. Shout out to Ethan 'cause he's a horrible parker.
Hey, I'm a horrible backer-upper.
backer
I
upper.
can park. Man, I could park a tank.
Yeah.
Just couldn't reverse one.
Volvo and your cruise ship turning radius. But
That is true.
you're also you never die. Your cars they just go forever, like the older BMWs. Before
I'm
they-
looking to run for my car for about 300,000 miles.
That would be awesome.
I think that's.
My car, I drive a BMW 335i.
Oh, look at you with your fancy
oh.
2008 BMW.
It was my own investment, but it's probably not.
Not a good investment.
I won't hold on to it past probably. I say maybe 150, 160,000 miles.
Are you gonna resell it?
Probably.
Okay.
unless my dad wants it. My dad loves the car, but there's gonna be
It's
so
a
much
nice car, but
so much stuff is gonna have to be done before that point. But I mean, I knew that buying it because BMWs like explode after 100,000 miles.
Volvo.
Yeah.
Come buy a Volvo.
Like all the super important stuff works, but like in the blue car, which was my first car, it was
Mhm.
a 2000 BMW 323. So many sensors are just like dying,
Yeah.
and the window regulators are gone out, so now the windows don't roll down. So it's bad. But
My
love the
dad's car
car
has that problem, and he's gotten so used to it where he has to open the door to go to like drive-throughs and stuff that he'll just do it on every car. It's
Not
it's
realizing
really,
that the window
exactly
rolls down.
It's comedic. I realize we only have about 5 minutes left. I mean, we could do this forever, honestly.
Yeah.
But
But for y'all's sake, we're gonna keep it down.
Um,
So to kind of sum up this episode, we are going to see Jurassic World in a couple hours.
in like 3 hours,
Well, 3 hours of our time recording this, but whenever y'all listen to it,
if it's on the
It'll
internet,
be-
it's eternal.
yeah, it's eternal.
I don't know.
So
Time is just.
assume since you're listening to
feeling.
this, assume we've already seen it. We made our predictions earlier in the episode.
They
Something
know
else-
that they were here
yeah.
for it.
Something new we're gonna be doing this episode is time stamping.
Yes, we're gonna be timestamping, topics
Yeah.
and stuff that we're talking about.
So that it, like earlier, like whenever we were talking about Jurassic World,
if
you
you
don't wanna hear
hate
about
Jurassic Park, which why would you?
it would make you a communist. But
But if you do, and you are a communist, you can skip to our Pornhub in space.
looking at you, China.
China can't watch this. Do you know about China's internet laws?
They're like, "Oh, Josh and Ethan, they sound like terrorists."
It's a little racist. I want to pull it back.
Pull back the racism. I
Pull
love
it-
Chinese people.
Oh, yeah.
Your food's great.
Every Chinese person I've ever met is just the nicest individual.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
that's me trying to.
trying to overcome the. I'm not racist. I love pointing out stereotypes. I will not treat you differently based on your skin color, but what you wear probably. Like if you come at me and you're wearing a tank top, and it's like, you're not at the beach, we're gonna have a problem. I'm going to assume
You're a
that
dick.
you're fratty. Yeah, and a dick probably.
I
Not
hate-
that all frats are dicks, although if you look at the news, most of you are. Just know that.
Just know that if you're in a fraternity, chances are most people around you think you're an asshole.
Yeah. Even if you're not an asshole, if you
No,
are in a fraternity,
You could be a completely nice individual. I've met at our college like tons of nice frat guys, but every time I stop talking to them, the first thing in my head is,
yeah, fucking frats.
"Hey,
Oh.
you dropped your
We're
first."
gonna have to censor that. We can't say that on YouTube.
Oh, I think no. Are you kidding me?
I don't
can
think
say
we
all you want.
that. No, but what if my parents listen? I don't need to hear that.
I just went frat guy.
Frat guy. It's just because it's a double F. The
Yeah,
what's the word? Not is an alliteration. Whenever
you're losing me.
they start with the same letter. It's English, Ethan. Come on, your mom's an English major.
We can do this. We can do this.
I think it's alliteration.
Yeah.
Like flying frogs, flip. It's the same.
So
noise.
freaking frat guys.
Yeah, freaking frat guys.
Except not freaking.
Not freaking the bad one, which we won't say. We'll spare your little ear.
Oh man.
So
Did I tell you the time I said that? Completely just not meaning to. I was sitting in my living room, and I was doing it as a joke, and I just went, and I didn't mean to do the last like. It was just an involuntary like
the
thing from my
contraction of the throat.
exactly, and they were laughing hysterically. I was like, I'm so sorry.
Well, that's like the other day I
I don't like to curse in front of
Yeah, in
like,
front of parents. 'cause
elders
it's weird.
at all.
Yeah.
I don't even like to curse really in front of strangers.
Yeah.
I curse in front of you, but
Yeah,
that's
I'm
because
different. We're special.
can you see my hand on his leg? No.
SoundCloud can't.
Hi.
Come over to YouTube.
Anyways,
That's like I was at my grandma's the other day helping her tear down a shed, and I pushed a wall down, and this board with a nail sticking out of it came around, and I said shit in front of my grandparents, which are like 70 odd years old and super Christian, and I just kind of looked at my mom, and my mom kind of looked back at me, and we were waiting to see if they were gonna say anything. Then they changed the subject, and we were like, safe.
bullet dodged. I'm looking at my phone, and I think we have 20 seconds left. Oh my God!
Okay, our
I'm
next
waiting for my
podcast
pants to vibrate. Hold
is
on.
gonna be on Sunday.
Yeah.
About Jurassic World. That's all we're gonna talk about. So if you're
Oh,
not
my pants are
interested-
vibrating. Yay!
If you're not interested in hearing about Jurassic World, don't bother tuning in to the one on Sunday. However, the one after
and again,
that,
if you're not interested in Jurassic World,
you're probably a communist.
most likely.
But other than that, our next podcast will be about general nerdiness. Probably E3. We didn't talk about that.
We didn't, but
E3 is this weekend. We're going to end up talking about that in our next podcast. We'll have it timestamped to where if you don't want to hear about video game stuff, you can skip over it. But I'm super excited about it. You should be super excited about it, too.
Oh, my God. Bethesda's having its own...
Yeah. Their own thing.
Like, what is that? Conference, meeting thing? Whatever.
It's
show.
pre-E3, too. I saw that on
the
internet.
So it's Saturday.
It's probably going to be on Saturday.
That's amazing. I'm excited. I'm super excited.
I'm pumped. We're pumped. We're nerds.
Get pumped, Josh. Get pumped.
We will all see you next week.
That was a weird motion I
just
made.
Yeah, it was.
Anyways.
I'm Josh, and...
I'm...
He forgot his name!
I'm Ethan.
And this has been the Josh and Ethan Show. Thanks for tuning in.
And some people call me Ian yesterday.